Hey guys, back again with another OP12 meta match. This time we have black-yellow Koala versus green Zoro. I'll be piling the Koala today. My cousin will be piling the green Zoro. These are kind of just decks we play for fun. He's still learning Zoro. I'm still kind of learning this deck. Start with the Captains Assembled, which allows me to look at the top three, essentially trash them all, but get to pick a revolutionary army and put it into my hand. Koala is probably one of my favorite leaders to come out of this set. It's just so much fun. I don't know, gaining a bunch of life with Kuma, cheating out, big bodies with Dragon, and then the leader ability is kind of fun when it works. When your opponent cheats out characters, they'll take their life. Or if they play, I don't remember the other part to be honest off the top of my head. But even if I have 2 8 costs and I swing, I get to draw a card, which is always fun. He'll start his first turn playing Perona, Searcher character. Just giving some time thinking about what he wants. Like I said, he's still kind of new to the deck, so he's not sure what to grab, I think. Oh, it might be a couple difficult choices too. Ends up grabbing a Mihawk, which is definitely very good. Essentially a 4-Don 8k blocker. And he passes over. Going to 3-Don. 3-Don odd curve for Koala is kind of weird. It's a little difficult. A lot of your things are even cost. At least the deck build I'm running, a lot of it's even cost. So I just had no play on this turn, so I just went 8 to face, takes it, and pass it over. Back to the Zoro's turn. He's on 4-Don. He can't really, I guess he could set up Koina, but doesn't really do anything at the moment, and it leaves it vulnerable. So starts with a 5 to lead. Thinking about what I want to trash here, or counter out. I think I end up doing the Morley. Yep, 2k the Morley. Just starting to fill up my trash with revolutionaries. He ends up setting the Koina and just passes. So it's pretty good for him. Still got the hit on life. Or no, I countered out. What am I thinking? Anyway, now on 5-Don. Probably, if I have a hack, I'd probably play it. Just start building costs characters for my leader ability. But doesn't look like I have one. Just go 5 to lead, it gives me a counter. I'll play the Sabo, which is kind of a weird inclusion, I guess, in the deck, but a blocker helps me cycle my hand. And he's just asking what Sabo actually protects. He was kind of confused on if it protected like KO in battle or what exactly it did, but it only protects KO from removal effects, so like any character effect or maybe even like a event effect. So just deciding what to trash here. I think I should have drawn 2 already. I'm getting rid of a Captain of the Captains Assembled and an Ursa Shock. And I'll click on passing after that. Just reminding me to stand my blocker that I just played because it wasn't tapped. It's not a bad blocker. It doesn't get rested by Koina, so yeah, but that will rest it for sure as a Tashigi. And I was probably just going to swing into that, and I think I'm definitely letting that thing good to go. Just deciding if he wants to do anything with his 1-Don, maybe another Perona Searcher. But I think, yep, he ends up putting it on his leader, and goes 9 to Sabo. We need 4k to get out of this. I think it's asking too much this early, so let it go. And goes 9 at lead. Take a life, no trigger, and he passes over. His board's starting to get pretty set up, so it's a little worrisome. Gonna have to see what I can do on this turn. It's probably just a Kuma turn. Gain the life I lost, have a body on board, and if he wants to kill it, just get another life again. So it's pretty good. Yeah, just deciding if it's the right play to make. And I played the not proxy one of the ones I actually pulled. And so I'll have to end up trashing something from my hand to gain this life. Grab a Robin, have it set up for next turn when I play Dragon. Just heal up. Hand's actually not looking too bad. Still at full life essentially, gaining that life back with Kuma. So I end up going 6 to lead, and he counters out and I pass it over. Kuma will actually be an 8 cost just on the turn I played him, and on his turn as well, but once it gets back to my turn, he'll go back to 6, so it doesn't really help my leader effect it for next turn. He starts with a 7-2 lead with Tashigi. Looks like I would take 2 cards out of my hand. I might as well just take this hit, I believe, but I'm a little worried with the Zoro after, so I think I do end up countering it. Kind of want to keep my life healthy against Zoro, especially playing Koala. Ends up playing the Mihawk he searched for earlier. Good card, like I said, 4 cost, because when you play him, you unrest 4. Just giving some time what he wants to do with his remaining, what was he at? Yep, 3 Dawn? 4 Dawn, because he was at 8, that's right. Just giving it some thought. Ends up going at 9 to lead, just attaching it all and swinging. Oh, thinking about it, taking it back, which is fine, this is just a friendly. Ends up doing it, take it. Maybe a trigger? No trigger. Couldn't really see what that was. Would it be a captain's symbol? The other ones are Ursa's Shock or Hair Removal Fist. Might have been Hair Removal Fist. But I don't do it. So now it's my turn. I have the Dawn to play my dragon, so I do. So it allows me to send 3 Revolutionary Army types back to the bottom of my deck from my trash, and then play another Revolutionary Army in my trash onto the field. I think it just is 7,000 power or less. Cost base? I actually don't remember. Like I said, I haven't played this deck a bunch, but it's definitely very fun. So I end up sending some counter to the bottom. That Sabo I played, a Karasu and a Morley that I used for counter earlier. And I ended up playing the Robin, and I do use its effect, which allows me to trash a card, and if my opponent has 5 or more cards in their hand, he has to trash 2, which he does. It looks like he has exactly 5 or 6 cards in his hand. So I discard another Captain's Assembled. Looks like he gave me a Brick and a Rashomon. It's not bad. So now my leader effect is in play because I have 2 8 cost or more characters. Both the Robin. The Robin gets +3 just by me being a revolutionary type leader, and then the Dragon, of course, is an 8. So I'll just swing 5 to lead. Allows me to draw a card. Ends up taking it. Pretty good for me. Starting to chip away at that life, while still hopefully being relatively healthy. We'll see how the next turn goes. And then I'll just pass it over, which is probably a mistake. I think I definitely should have swung with the Kuma. There's no reason for it to be alive. Like, even if it dies again, I'll just gain a life. So that was definitely, I think, a mistake on my part. So now back to the Zoro's turn. He's just giving it some thought. He's seeing the big bodies on board, and noticing he has to do something. So he's going to rest my blocker and my Dawn, maybe try to just whittle me down to make me play more defensive. He might even swing at the Robin, but he starts with a 7 lead. Doesn't look like I have any counter. I have a 1k in the Hair Removal Fist, but he rested my Dawn, so can't play it. So I'm just going to have to take it. Oh, he did go for the Robin with the Tashigi, which is interesting. That is definitely an interesting choice. Probably should have done something with the Zoro, I feel like, if he was going to attack into that, but decides to go with the Tashigi, which is fine, because I guess it looks like he's just trying to go for wide swings with his characters, using his Perona, going a 5 to lead, gets my Kuma out of hand, and then yeah, he does end up going to 8 to lead. I'll take it, no trigger. So yeah, if he was going to do that, I think definitely the play was do the Zoro first, but maybe he just didn't want to reveal how much Dawn he was going to use that turn. So I can see both sides. Back to my turn. Looks like I drew a Koala, or it was from life, so I at least have 1k encounter, have another dragon that I could play, which is probably what I do, just to get the Kuma out, gain some life, so I'm not so low. So we do it again, send 3 revolutionaries to the bottom. Just thinking about what I want to do. I think I'll give it a little more thought, because I see the Robin in there. It might be nice to have another blocker, but I end up sending some more revolutionary stuff. Yep, send 3 events pretty much to the bottom. Just having some characters. I think the Karasu blocker is there just in case I need it later. Play the Kuma, discard another Sabo, gain life. Go back up to 3. This is like the most fun part of the deck, is just gaining all this life with Kuma by cheating him out with dragons. Or on the other side, discarding cards from your opponent's hand with Robin. So all the stuff you want to do. It looks like it's going pretty well for me. 2 Dawn up. I don't think I have another play with 2 Dawn, so it's probably just either 6 at lead, or keep them both up for maybe an event I'd have. I'll get to draw a card, which is always good. He ends up taking the 5 life, which is interesting. He's got the restand leader event. I don't know exactly what the trigger does, but he's debating if he wants to use it or not. Might be, I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. So, yep. I'll just take it to hand. Maybe try to use it to end the game later. And I'll go 8 to lead. And I'll take it again, which is very good for me. Now I'm getting them pretty low with all these big bodies on the board. Go another 8 to lead. That's why I held the Dawn back. Still leave a Dawn up for Hair Fist, and I'll block with the AK without any counter, specifically. So that's a huge tell on my side that with my last available swing, he wasn't able to counter out using the blocker. So after that, I pass it over to the green Zoro. I think at this point he realizes he's on the ropes now. He has to go for board or have a way or have enough counter in hand, but I don't think Zoro runs a lot of counter events. So he'll just have to rely on counters in hand, which... Oh, he does do the Dead Man's. That is a counter event for sure. But he decides to do the Dawn. I think at this point, maybe... I don't see if he can go for game. But he did rest the Dawn. And the Dragon. I think he's going to try and go for board. Goes 10 into Dragon. Yes, because of Zoro's ability. He hits it, he gets to restand, and because he can only... Yep, he cannot. He can't hit anything 7 or less, so he just hits the Dragon again. He's just showing me because I didn't remember. So he's able to eliminate both dragons, which is very good. Very good for him. Reduces a lot of pressure that would be coming his way next turn. So now he still has a Tashigi swing that he can do. He'll do 7 Takuma. I'll give him the 1k to get out of it. And with 1 Dawn up, but could be another DMG in hand for the counter, I'll pass it over. Now back to my turn. I still think I'm in a good position. It's definitely slipped a little bit. Well, it's not like I made a mistake, but I don't think so. But it's like slipping in the sense that I lost 2 8k bodies, but I still have these 2 Kumas in play, another one in hand as well as a Robin. So just deciding what I want to do here. I end up going to the Robin because I think I saw he had only 5 cards in hand. And I think I can go for game here if I could reduce his hand size, which I do. And he removes 2 bricks, the Tashigis. So yeah. It's still... I should remember last round he blocked with the Mihawk and didn't use any counters, so his hand is probably still very light on counter, which gives me, if I remember that information, gives me a great opportunity here to swing out with only, looks like 4 cards in hand on his side. So start with a 7, he takes it, tests the waters, 7 again, gives me the 2-1 to get out of it, and then I think I just load up the rest with my leader and go for game. And yeah, he's just bricked up. Go 9 to lead. Unfortunately, not a lot of counter for him this game, so he was just taking hits left and right. But that's the game. Thanks for watching.